it was. Okay, give me a second. Oh, take a. No. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, I just now I was. It was working fine just now when I had my stuff. Okay. I should notice that when I checked the OBS. Okay. So basically, what I said just now was that starting this week I'll be a bit busy. Okay, because basically I got a new job. Okay, and I'll try to avoid getting my mixing up my my work life and my streaming life. Okay, so because I still need to have my personal life, but I'll try to avoid um Geek Night. Basically I review animes, and on the weekends the visual novels. I'll try not to um to cut into it as much as I can. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this week we're looking at Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha. Okay, it's okay. This one is still ongoing, if I'm not mistaken. Either it's going to end this week or maybe. Okay, but the thing is that I like Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha is that well, basically the idea is it's a isekai anime. Okay, so the protagonist came from Japan, where and he's a normal guy, and then suddenly he got transferred to another world. Okay, but what makes it different this time is that instead of like superpower, or they are given something amazing. Okay, basically and he doesn't have any of that. Okay, he may have this a couple of weird magic tricks, but other than that, nothing special about him. Okay, and the people around that summon him is not looking for like the amazing power to destroy an army, the demon army. It doesn't happen. Okay, so instead, basically what happened was the country was basically like summoning him for fun. Okay, because they wrongly think that he can be used as a bartering tool to a stronger country. Okay, so instead of just accepting the fact that he's going to be used as like a bartering tool for this country, he say like, okay, why don't I try to make your country better? Okay, so he's using his knowledge, from the current Japan to improve the country that he's in right now. Okay, because in a sense he's stuck there. Okay, and rather than being transferred to a country that he doesn't know, so might as well like improve this country. And the thing is that he's afraid of a big country that is extorting money from this small country, and he basically take his chance. And after that, we kind of like found out that the protagonist, this guy here is Soma Kazuya. Okay, just a regular old Japanese guy. He's not amazing in sports. He's not particularly smart. Just a standard guy. Okay, so the thing about him is that he was only raised by a single family member. Okay, so it turns out that his parents died when he was young, and his grandmother also died. So the only family member that raised him is his grandfather. Okay, and even that grandfather moment was very short. Even in the first episode, I would say like less than a minute, we were introduced to this setting. Okay, so I do wish that we will explore a bit more about that. Okay, about, let's say, when he was a small kid, seeing the small kid, the parents coming to the PTA meeting, all of those. Okay, it's like they rush too much to it. Okay, and the thing is that he grew up, until high school without any problem, but recently his father died. Grandfather died. Okay, So that was around he was 19 years old, so just fresh out of high school. Okay, Kurt, you can consider him as an adult. Okay, but in Japan it's a bit weird. Okay, because in Japan you need to be 20 years old. Okay, for you to be able to drink. Okay, to officially become an adult. Okay, but you can, if I'm not wrong, at 19 you can still take like driver's license and stuff. Okay, but you are not properly accepted as an adult until you're 20 years old. Okay, so when he finished high school, he decided to become a civil servant. Okay, if I'm not wrong, he tried to like work at a public library. Okay, so things are going well for him. Okay, like just become a civil servant, somehow, you know, live on that. But then suddenly, you know, one day he got isekai as usual. Okay, and when he get isekai, okay, so like I said, he tried to improve the country. Okay, so the king of the country, the Elfrieden kingdom, he saw this. Okay, that he's smarter. Okay, because think about it. Okay, current day knowledge compared to medieval knowledge, we are basically like, you can even consider them as a Stone Age. You know, Stone Age and the current level, it's just too big of a gap. Okay, and what happened is that in the medieval, they have no knowledge about sanitation, about basic knowledge that we've known. So for example, like the how to manage the forest, all of this minor stuff. Okay, so when he's shown his knowledge about this, okay, everybody in a sense accepted him, okay, as somebody who is capable. Okay, and at first when heard that he's a hero, okay, and he was summoned from another world, people expect him to be like extremely powerful. And at the end, the rest of them, they kind of like forget that part and accepted him as the capable king. Okay, and slowly he realizes this, and the king passes on the throne to him. And along with that, okay, to make sure that he's a legitimate king, is that the king actually put the daughter, okay, basically the princess, okay, along with that. Okay, so they're going to get they're engaged basically. Okay, now at first when he was told that he's going to become the king, okay, the king is going to step down, he was surprised, okay, because he was so tired of thinking of ways to improve the country. But sadly, okay, Soma, he sees that there's nobody else is capable of implementing his plan. He decided to accept the responsibility. Okay, even in the early part, okay, he's trying to like not to make other people angry. Okay, like he just came to this country, okay, without any knowledge. Okay, of course, if he tried to implement too much of a dramatic change, okay, there's going to be a revolt. Okay, in a sense, it actually did. So that's a bit of a spoiler. Okay, but how that revolt happened, it's very interesting. Okay, now, so he was reluctant at first, basically. Now, same goes to the princess. Okay, so basically, when he was summoned, the princess was not there, and then she found out that the father, okay, the king, offered her hand in marriage. Okay, she was she was definitely not happy about it. Okay, and we can say that she's angry. Okay, but after seeing him work so hard for like losing sleep, okay, you can see that the bags in his eyes. Okay, so she doesn't get angry at him. Okay, and she also know that he's also a victim of this. Okay, now slowly people start to gather around him. Okay, so his policies, okay, let's say, like, for example, to how should I say, to hire talented people, and to make the the people live better, in a sense that, introducing sanitation, okay, trying to let's say do government projects and everything, okay, so hiring people. So soon his policies, when he implemented, he gained support, okay, and he and slowly, not only the support from the people, his harem also grow. This part, it kind of irks me, because they've already foreshadowed that, if I'm not wrong, episode 3, 4, or 5, saying that 3, she, the first princess, okay, the first princess here, okay, she said that the country allows polygamy, okay, so basically like a guy can marry as much as he wants, okay, and she added one line that basically like foreshadows the whole thing. She said, I don't mind you having wife, but at least keep it under 8. The reason why is because in their world, there's 8 days. There is an 8-day week. Okay, so basically after saying that, this image shows up. Okay, so yeah, basically it's foreshadowing the future harems. Okay, although I get annoyed by this, but there's only there's one good redemption of this anime slash manga slash story. Okay, is that this story, Soma Kazuya, he doesn't get all the girls. Easy to say. Okay, at least the author have some decency to give the minor supporting characters, the girls as well. Okay, so if you take a look here, okay, so as you can see, okay, well, okay, not this one here. When I talk about the support, okay, you can see that there's not only girls, okay, of course there are more girls, okay, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, four guys and 5 girls under him. It's not bad, okay, but it does show that, it's not only like for total fan service, okay, they did try to like balance it out, but overall, I would say that the harem is more like a spice to it, but that spice to me is still pretty spicy to me. Okay, now the thing about Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha, what I respect about this anime is that this anime always try to avoid fighting, okay, which is a great thing. Okay, I don't want to see like, just fighting and trying to improve yourself, like getting stronger and all those stuff. Okay, because there's a lot of those kind of animes, mangas around. Okay, and I always think that I want an isekai where we can see that the person who got isekai like try to rule a country, and this anime did. Okay, and I really looked up to the author for like capitalizing on this, because think about it. Okay, somebody who is in a position of power, who can actually guide the country and make it better by how? By being basically the leader, the king here. Okay, and like teaching them, okay, you need to sanitize. This is how you sanitize. Okay, like keep your place clean, all of that. Okay, making toilets, all of those stuff. Okay, and he's in the place where he can use that power. Okay, now the troubling part about this story is that even though he became the king, there's just so many things I want to say. First of all, I don't like the fact that that there's always conflict. Okay, like it never stopped giving him conflict. Okay, one by one. Okay, so like first, for example, like he have to secure money to pay the bigger country. Okay, the money that's supposed to be paid. So he was doing that. Then after that, we found out that there's another there's another trouble, which is the famine that the country is going through. Okay, he deals with that. Okay, the next thing is that he wants to is that there's a landslide in a forest. Okay, so like there's no resting in between this. Okay, it's like quickly trying to like transition to the next conflict. I wish that they'll take the time and let the situation play out, okay, instead of just throwing as much trouble as you can. Okay, and the next thing I want to say is that the anime and the manga, it doesn't show much about how they didn't go in depth. Okay, so let's say for example just now I talk about sanitation. Okay, the sanitation part is fairly recently aired, and I wouldn't say it's the best. I say that it's acceptable. Okay, but the one that I don't accept is that early on it talked about the how to manage a forest. They didn't do it properly. Why? Because they just say, oh, you need to from time to time you need to cut off the older trees because it's gonna cause a landslide. So those kind of things, okay, it doesn't go in depth. Okay, he did do a short explanation, maybe around 20-30 seconds, and that's it. Okay, I do wish that they would go further in depth about it. Okay, now there's so many foreshadows in the story as well, because this girl here is a key. Okay, it foreshadows that she's going to be an important person in the story, but okay, and it was foreshadowed early on in like episode 5 to 8, something like that. It's quite early, and right now we are in episode 20 plus. It didn't happen. I was like waiting, when is she gonna have her turn? Okay, we were being foreshadowed about her ability so long, and it didn't manifest. They threw so many conflicts, but they didn't resolve the earlier one first, which is very annoying for me. Okay, now why? But I do feel like this kind of genre of isekai and like not fighting, like you don't need to fight, the demon lord, or like trying to be like a peacemaker, in other words, dealing with the minor stuff. It's gonna be a great genre that people haven't explored yet. Okay, and of course the author realizes this and tries to capitalize it, which is why this type of anime is like, it have 2 seasons. Okay, normally what will happen is that they'll just make the first season, and then like after seeing how well the first season did, then they're gonna release the second season later down the line. Okay, but the people have the producers or the backers of this anime believe that this anime has so much potential. They booked in 2 seasons right off the get-go. So yeah, you can see how much that they are placing their bets on this. Okay, now there are also other types of anime and manga just like this. Okay, they haven't been turned to anime. Okay, and one of it is that I kind of forget the name. Is that basically like, this is a very interesting concept. I'm just gonna talk about. Okay, the anime. The manga is about a salaryman, okay, from Japan as usual. Okay, and he get isekai. Okay, and what makes it so interesting is that he got isekai by a demon lord. Okay, now, and then what makes it so special is that this demon lord, okay, he didn't consider him as a failure, because the demon lord intend to summon this guy. Okay, and this guy, he's nothing special, just like I said. Okay, but he knows how to manage. Okay, so the demon lord purposely summoned him and then like offer him a job, and then later he became like the Shiten-O, basically like the 4 generals. Okay, and you can see that the whole army is so lack of management that you can see the reason why the king actually, the demon lord actually called him, okay, because he needs somebody to manage his army. Now I can see that anime is going to be turning, that manga is going to turn to an anime soon, okay, and there are also other things, okay, that I the same genre, okay, that is just the first manga that came up to mind, okay. Now, so if you ask me how much I would rate Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha, is that if you ask me, I will give something around, since there's not many animes that fit this one, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Okay, if you watch it, you may understand why, because in the beginning it's refreshing, okay, because as usual, isekai is basically just a harem anime, okay, and like they will just throw in girls, okay, one by one, throw the girls to the protagonist, and you get fed up with it. This one, they did throw girls at him, but not blatantly. With just that, it makes the anime watchable, okay. But even though when we see girls, we automatically think that, okay, this girl is gonna be a part of the harem, okay, and in a sense, they did, okay. Now, so far, of course, this is the wife of the king, so she's not going to be one of the harem, and as you can see, this one is already the first harem, and then the second harem, the third harem. Now, the funny thing about this one here is that she's 500 years old, and the grandmother to her, even at this point, I'm kind of sus whether she's going to be a part of the harem. You know, you never know. You never know, because she have a couple of husbands, but since she lived over 500 years, okay, most of them have died, okay, and they've never parted. She also mentioned that she never left the husband except by death, okay. So anyway, she loved each and every one of them. Now, the problem is that, like I say, if you see a girl, you automatically think about the harem, and deep down, I'm like 50-50 split on whether she should be or not. Okay, now that's enough about Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha. Okay, I talk a lot about my preferences and stuff here. But in a sense, it's because I got tired of isekai genre of being the same thing over and over again. Okay, now this is my plan for the week. Okay, so as usual, okay, actually I wanted to play Kingdom Come Deliverance, but then since yesterday, like within 10 minutes it crashed. Okay, it crashed my PC, and actually, to tell the truth, I was planning to level up a bit in a little bit earlier on today, but then when I open it, like within 5 minutes it crashed, and like I say, I set it up to low, and when I tried to restart it, okay, my PC actually caused me some problem. So I'm afraid that if I continue to play that game, it's gonna crash my whole PC. So that's why I decided, like, okay, I should give up on Kingdom Come. Maybe I'll play it later when I upgrade my PC, because my PC, I'm still waiting for 12th Gen to be released in Malaysia. Okay, and when that happens, I'll upgrade my PC. Okay, so for now, I thought of what should I do. And then the first thing I think about is that I want to play basically an RPG type, okay? Something that doesn't involve too much action. And then I look at my wish list, and I still remember I want to play Monster Rancher 2. Now, the reason why I didn't play it until now is because I was waiting for the sale. But after 4 months of waiting, I gave up and I bought it just now, okay? And I'm going to play Monster Rancher 2. If not, I will still be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. But it's not saying that I hate Monster Rancher 2. It's that I was waiting for the sale. Okay, now enough about that. So I'm gonna play Monster Rancher 2 tomorrow. Actually, and also after this. Okay. And Thursday I'm not planning to stream. This time for real. Because why? It's because on Friday, the 1st of April, is when I start having my new job. Okay. So without a doubt, and not by night I'll be free, so I'll be continuing to play Monster Ranger 2. Okay. And then on Saturday, I'll be teaching Upa, be collabing with her. Okay. Normally when I collab, when I'll teach in their channel, okay, their site, and I'll bring them for meme review on Sunday night. Okay. And as usual, I'll be playing Chushingura. Chushingura, the first chapter, okay, the one that is free, the prologue. It's quite long. Okay, I think like it may take, if each stream around 2 hours, I think at least I can get around 5 to 6 streams about it. Okay, and it's the first visual novel that I actually played with in English. Okay, so, and I'll see how it goes. But so far, Chushingura has been nice. Okay, the translation is not that bad. Okay, it's acceptable, but there's a lot of improvements. Okay, and there's also censorship. Okay, so Chushingura on Saturday and Sunday, as usual. But oh yeah, maybe if I'll change this one to 10 p.m. Okay, Chushingura, because easy to say, I want to sleep before, I want to end the stream by midnight. Okay, so maybe it'll be 10 p.m. I'll see first, because if I chat a bit with Upa after the stream, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Okay, and just tentatively will be around 10 p.m. Okay, and then on Monday, okay, it's basically my first day. Well, it's not my first day, because this day is the briefing. This is technically my first day, on the job. Okay, I don't know whether I'll have enough energy to actually stream. Okay, if I'm too tired, maybe I will not have the stream. Okay, but it's very high likely the chance of me playing it. Okay, I would say around 70% chance of me playing it on Monday. Okay, and on Tuesday, I'll be having a collab with another with 2 other VTubers, okay, on their channel. Okay, and basically as usual, I'll be teaching them. Okay, basically an English session with them. Okay, not in a sense like strict teaching, but make them speak English. It's something like that. Okay, and for next week Geek Night, we're gonna talk about Tensai Oji. Okay, and Tensai Oji and Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha have a lot of similarities. Okay, so you can see that some of it being carried, some of the points will be carried out to Tensai Oji, but in a sense that Tensai Oji is I want to talk about different point. Okay, the reason I talk about Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha, the biggest point I want to point out is that the isekai genre itself. But for Tensai Oji, I'll be focusing on a whole different part. Okay, now as usual, okay, if you like Geek Night, you can subscribe to the channel. Okay, you can also like the videos. Okay, and you can comment on the videos on what you want me to improve. Okay, now if you have the free time, you can join me live. I also have other streams. Okay, I also have Novel Night and meme on Sunday. Okay, but the problem is that memes, I may have trouble gathering people to collab with. Okay, because what happened is that since now I'm gonna be busy, I may have a hard time gathering new VTubers to appear on the stream. Okay, now This week I already have planned, okay, which is I'm gonna bring in Upa. I've collabed with her the most, easy to say. Okay, now, so yeah, that's it for this week Geek Night. Geek Night. Okay, so what we did was Genjitsu Shugi Yuusha. We talked about the current anime, and next week also. Well, next week is the start of a new anime season. So Tensai OG is like just nice that for me to review because the whole season finished. Okay, so like there's no surprise for me to like add in between. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna review Tensai OG next week, and I'll see you next time. Okay, well, actually I have another stream in a while. Okay, we're gonna play Monster Rancher 2. Okay, where I'm really look forward to playing it again. Okay, with that said, that's it all for now. I'll be streaming in like less than 30 minutes. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Bye bye for now.